Hey guys, here is a simple framework that I have used time and time again to positively influence and navigate conversations with people, whether it's my team or in my personal life. One of the biggest things that I notice in conversations when they go sour is because the person leading the conversation has come in with judgment and intent that's only beneficial to that person. And judgment is not right or wrong. And it's so human to go in and start judging things and people and their opinions because it's inherent in us. Because one of the first people that we've judged, and we judge this person harshly, is ourselves. Right? We've grown up judging ourselves, judging everything we think, judging everything we say, judging everything we do. And so it's become this natural, inherent reflex in us to go into any conversation and hold judgment to other people's values or opinions or thoughts or feelings and so on. But here's the thing, you can never influence a person if you are judging them, right? So when you're going into a conversation, one of the key things that I have had to learn through my time is completely removing all judgment of the other person, but also all judgment of myself. And then the next thing to work on is the intent. What's the intent and the outcome that you're looking for when you're going into this conversation, and who is it really benefiting, and what's its purpose? If its entire purpose is to prove that you're right or to make a point, then that's probably not going to be beneficial, even energetically, into that conversation. And that person who's receiving it on the other end is going to feel that. And so if you can flip that intent and that outcome to being one of positivity, where you are able to see the growth, not just for yourself, but for the person and for whoever else is going to be involved on the other side as you action whatever you're trying to provide solutions for, then that's going to be even more beneficial. So perhaps it sounds something like, how can I take this feedback on from this client so that I can make the changes in the business so that the next 5 clients benefit from this? Or how can this person and I grow even more from exiting this conversation than when we entered this conversation? So intent and outcome that you set for this conversation really will matter. And then the framework really is starting with empathy. When you can empathize with a person, what does that mean? Well, that means that just find one thing you can appreciate, find one thing that you can respect about this person. It's easy to go into conversations and completely disagree with everything the person says or thinks. And so it's really important to condition yourself when you're going into a conversation, having gratitude and appreciation for this person. What's one thing you could appreciate? What's one thing you could respect? When you do that, you can really, really hold connection and rapport with this person. And again, those are the key things when it comes to influencing a conversation and navigating to the solutions that you're wanting to have. The second thing is providing positive facts. Instead of it being said in a negative way, which is, I don't think we should do this, or I don't think this is going to work, flip it to being positive. What is going to work? What is the solution? What do you believe is the best, and why? What are the facts behind it? When you provide logic and facts and analysis and data, well, this is where nobody can refute that, right? And making sure that it's in a positive tone rather than a negative tone is going to ensure that you are still having that connection and that rapport. And then the third thing is, how can you finish off this conversation by adding value, support, and guidance for this person or whoever else might need to be involved? So is it that this person needs more training or more resources or more guidance? Is it that you guys need to work together to figure out where in the value chain you could insert this or delegate this? But asking yourself and the other person, what do we need from each other, one another, and what resources and support do we now need to put through for the solution to take place? And so when I have followed this framework, removing judgment, making sure that the intent and the outcome is benefiting everybody or as many people as we can, having empathy to build that connection and rapport, laying down the facts in the middle, but keeping them in a positive tone and providing value and support at the end, is always going to make sure that I'm building trust with the person and that I am avoiding resistance and I'm able to influence the conversation and provide great solutions that we can now actually action.